Why did you start a doTERRA business? Most likely, it has something to do with time freedom, wanting the flexibility of working a business when, where, and how you want. Becky Farrant, an amazing leader on our doTERRA team, is going to help me walk through this with you about how to structure your organization in such a way that will free up your time. Becky followed these steps nearly perfectly and built to the rank of diamond in just 4 short months. This is a massive feat, so there's no one better to help explain this.
Well, I really learned from you and Nathan, and that has been a real big key to my success and my team's success. We follow a strategy that you laid out for us to help people get what they want, whether that's time freedom or helping other people or changing their financial situation in a more efficient way.
So we like to go fast, is what you're saying.
We do like to go fast.
We like to maximize. So let me just preface everything that we're going to say with no one has a perfectly structured organization. But if you will follow these principles, like Becky and I both did, you can maximize your efforts completely.
So here are a couple of placement principles. Number 1, identify the person's involvement. Placements, first of all, is all about the person. What are they telling you that they want? Based off how they desire to get involved with doTERRA will determine where you place them.
So as you and I are out sharing essential oils with people, there's going to typically be 3 different types of people that cross your path. So the first type is people that just want to feel or live a little bit better using essential oils. People that really want to share the amazing life-changing benefits of oils with others. And then lastly, people who love helping change lives and want to create a part-time or even a full-time income like Becky and I are doing with doTERRA. And being able to clarify and identify exactly where that person is at, as Becky was saying, will help you place them properly.
Once you've identified their involvement, if they've said they want to take the build path, it's key that you identify 2 other things. You may have already seen Nathan's video called 2 Secret Keys to Building a Network Marketing Team. I'm going to highlight those 2 things as well because they are the foundation of proper placements in order to maximize your efforts and the compensation plan.
That's good. And the second thing really is to identify if they're committed and capable. So committed people do what they say they're going to do when they say they're going to do it. Capable or competent people are those who can sign people up with no training. When they talk to people, people actually listen. They're persuasive and they're influential.
Yes. And on your front line, you want to place any CCs you enroll. These are called committed and capable people. On your second level, we'll place personally enrolled Cs. So these are the people that are either committed or capable. And then on your third level, you'll place your personally enrolled product users. So let me go over that again. Your CCs are on your first level, your Cs are on your second level, and your customers are on your third level.
Yeah, and that structure is so important to really follow. And again, that's how Becky and I have built such successful businesses, by following that structure and duplicating that with all of our team. So let's talk a little bit more about this committed capable thing, because it impacts both parties. So it impacts the enroller, so that might be Becky or myself or you, and it impacts the person being enrolled.
So if you build someone that is committed but not capable, this is what it looks like. Let's say my good friend Lisa signs up. Lisa comes to every class. She stays late. She packs up. She's on every call.
She's awesome. We
and
love
she
her.
believes in me.
Yeah.
That's important, right? But she can't sign people up with or without training. You are doing the work of a blue diamond and getting paid as a silver. You think you're being nice and you're killing yourself. You're working triple, quadruple, and beyond. What happens when you put your family on your front line? How can you call mom and say, hey mom, you're missing $750 and we have 12 hours to go? It doesn't go over well with mama.
Doesn't go well. No, sorry. So what if you find someone who is capable but not very committed? So let's say this person who's capable, they go out and enroll 15 people their first month. This is like Becky, but this is not like Becky. This person does not plug into trainings. They don't follow the system. They don't do any strategy calls with you about where to place the people they're enrolling. So their paycheck may not be where they want it to be because they didn't actually take the time to structure properly. So this person doesn't stick with it. They're very capable, but in the end, they're not very committed.
So keeping these 2 principles in mind, identify if they want to either live, share, or build this business, and also factor in their commitment and capability level. This is the basic placement structure we recommend following wholeheartedly.
So let's talk for just a minute about the most common placement mistakes. And again, we've all done this.
We've made them,
But we want to make sure we avoid as many of these
Yes.
pitfalls as possible. So number one common mistake is putting product users or shares on your front line.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. If you have a share on your front line who is not super committed to the business, but just wants to casually share oils here and there, they just love the oils and they do it casually or organically, you end up, like Becky said, you have to build them. So you're doing a lot of work and a lot of effort for a little pay. So you place other builders or shares under this person, and no one is really getting the support that they need to be successful in their personal health journey or in their business adventure, because they have someone leading them who actually told you at the beginning that they weren't super committed, they just wanted to share. So this is really key, like Becky said, to listen to people, ask discovery questions, find out where they're at, because we want them to be in the right place for what they want, and we want them to be in the right place for what we want.
And this is really your job as a builder
It
to
is.
ask those questions. It's
Very
not
important.
the customer or the potential builder. It's
Yeah.
our job to ask the
And
right questions.
Would you agree? It takes a little bit of boldness.
Oh, absolutely.
You have to not be afraid. But the reality is it's the most loving thing that you can do to
Yeah.
find out what they want.
And put them in a place that they're going to succeed.
Right.
So the second mistake people make, and oh my gosh, this is the one that people break all the time,
the
no
time.
matter how many times we tell
don't
them.
listen.
No.
Listen.
Listen to this. Do not put family on your front line. Of course we want to help mama. Of course we want to help our family. But what is the best way? The best way is when you're financially free, and then you can help them as much as you want. Think about it. How well does it go to have weekly strategy calls with mom, or to have to call your sister on the last day of the month and say, we're $750 short and 12 hours left to go. Some family dynamics can handle this, but trust me, from what we've seen, it's rare. I don't know about your family, but my family dynamics could not handle that.
No. Number 3 most common mistake is not separating geographical locations. So let's say I have a leg in Texas, and I have one in Ohio, and I have one in Canada. Then let's say I want to rank advance to silver 1 month. Texas is doing awesome. Ohio's killing it.
Of course.
But my Canada leg's about, of course, you're from Ohio. Yes. So my Canada leg's about 500 points short, okay? So then I bring someone to the table with a 400-point kit.
Someone to the table, meaning a builder, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bring a builder to the table
Okay.
with 400 points, and they're from Ohio, okay? And
Don't
where
do
do
it,
I
girl.
put them?
Don't do it, girl.
Well, are you prepared to maybe give up that rank for 1 month? Are you prepared to separate leaders that could be in the same geographical location where they could actually get support, the support that they need? So this Ohio builder I brought to the table could really get great support from my Ohio leader.
Yeah.
Am I really prepared to separate
Right.
them and have a Canadian leader supporting my Ohio leg?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
It's not worth the 1 month of rank advancement.
Right. So
gotta
what we have
place
to
long-term.
do long term, we have to build for the long haul. So one key, remember, of placement strategy is free up your time. So keep people where they can be best supported. And location oftentimes can really help with that.
Okay, that's good. So the fourth most common mistake is not placing people who are in relation to each other or affinity groups together. So this could be like a group of ladies that you go to church with, or maybe a group you run with, or maybe your coworkers. Keep them all in the same leg or team, so there's just no competition in the workplace or group or church or family. And always put the most committed and capable people on the top, because if they're committed and capable, they will be able to best support the whole team. With this common mistake, just remember that relationships always trump. If mother and brother live in 2 different locations, don't place for locations. Place for relationship.
Yeah, think about like the family reunion. How's the family reunion going to go if you were like, well, I had to place for location because my brother lives in Ohio and my sister lives in Tennessee.
Because they're thinking utopian. They're all going to rank at the same time, and it's going to be this
Right.
utopian, amazing.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
In that instance, place for relationships. Keep family with family. And like Becky said, keep the strongest builder on the top, the one that's really going to support all of them. So the fifth and final thing here, our last placement mistake, is placing people simply to just get a Power of 3 bonus. Now, we all want to get those
Yes,
Power of 3
of
bonuses.
course.
And to get your first level Power of 3, you actually need 3 people on loyalty rewards orders and a total of team volume about 600. So this is important and we want it, but some people that we know, and even people we've told not to do this, they'll place shares and customers on their front line just to get that bonus. And it's tough for an organization like this to really ever go past elite, or maybe you could squeak out silver, but I really highly recommend, if you don't start building your legs with committed and capable people, not just for a bonus or anything like that, it'll struggle in the long haul.
And I would just add, when you're trying to build for power of 3 and you're not taking rank into consideration, it's pretty much like a leaky bucket.
Yeah.
You're just every month trying to plug those holes, and it's not long-term vision of really building for rank.
Yeah.
So you've heard what to look for, and also the 5 most common mistakes. In addition to placing CCs on your front line, Cs on second line, and customers on the 3rd level, just know there are many other tips and strategies you can use. When in doubt, ask up. That is what your leaders are there for. Ask your leaders. It would be a wise thing to do because chances are they have had someone like that already.
I can't tell you how many hours Becky and I have spent on the phone just talking through every angle of a person that she's bringing to the table or somebody that I'm bringing to the table, just collaborating together to get the best wisdom and the best advice. There is definitely wisdom in a multitude of counselors here. So this is the time to really look up into your upline somewhere and find somebody that can support you and help you in these decisions.
And I have to say, that truly is why I was able to build so fast, was because of your expertise and the wisdom that you had from asking up.
Yeah.
And then you were able to pour that into me.
Absolutely.
Another thing you want to make sure that you do is wait the full 14 days before placing someone. doTERRA gives this beautiful gift of 14 days where you get to ask questions and figure out the best place for them. So we just recommend setting a timer on your phone and waiting until that last possible moment to place, because anything can happen. I mean, miracles happen overnight in our organizations. So anything can happen in 14 days. So wait the full 14 days. You have 14 days. So use that maximum amount of time to ask them questions and also to figure out the best placement for where you're going to put them.
Yeah, and I recommend also maybe setting that timer at like the 12-day or the 13-day mark so that you can do number 1, which is ask up.
Yes.
That gives you time to actually get on the phone and say, okay, over the last 12 days or 13 days, this is what's happened, and this is where this builder's at, this is what they're telling me, this is what they're doing, so where do we go from here? So the third thing that you want to do is to test them. doTERRA gives us this amazing gift of 14 days to actually decide where we want to place people. So if I've personally enrolled somebody, I don't have to actually put them somewhere right away. I can test them. That might look like give them a video to go watch, give them some homework about making their list, and you can see some of those ideas that we give you on some of our other videos. You might also have them come to a team training call.
It's just tangible action steps, something you can measure, right?
Right, when we're talking about committed. Are they going to do what they say they're going to do? So this is an important thing.
So the 4th thing is going to be to place for rank and not just power of 3. I know it's tempting. I was there too, because that is a great bonus. However, when you're placing for power of 3, you're literally just filling holes each and every month. And so what you have to do, you have to put your long-term vision goggles on, and you really have to make sure that you're looking ahead and that you're building a business that's going to be stable. And building a business just on power of 3 alone, you're having to put a ton of customers in places that they shouldn't go in order to make that happen. And so we always recommend building for rank. It's going to be stronger, and it's also going to help, take advantage of the compensation plan, because you're always going to make more with rank than you will with the power of 3.
Sure. And the last thing that you want to make sure that you do is always keep enrollership of everybody that you personally bring to the table. This is so important for you down the road and bigger business decisions as your business continues to expand and grow. So we really hope that this helps you on your business journey to get there, to get bigger, better, faster results. But here's the thing. Whether you go diamond in 4 months
or blue diamond in 7 months,
it doesn't matter.
You don't have to go fast, but what we're really trying to encourage you to do is build for stability, for long-term success, and years of residual income.